What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Gen TV podcast. As always, your boy Eaze.
Hey, when the sauce guy.
And today we have a very, very special guest.
We do.
Someone we worked with before.
Yep.
We just had one of his co-hosts on.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. If you guys haven't seen No Handouts podcast, I don't know what y'all doing with your life. Y'all got to get it together. You guys already know it's G or where's G's at. You might not know me personally, but I know you guys seen the podcast. So yeah. Here with my guys, Gen TV, we about to get
another
some
collab episode, man. Like we're knocking these episodes out, bro. One of our goals is like to kind of work with like almost every podcast in the state, and
I think that's smart.
Yeah,
for sure. Building those relationships.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we all trying to make it, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Y'all ready to argue?
Let's argue.
Let's do this shit.
Since you're a guest, we'll let you go first, man. What do you got for us?
All right, man. After a breakup, how long should a person be single before they get into another relationship?
Oh, that's a good one.
Get
into another full-blown relationship. Staying over each other's house, leaving a toothbrush at the bathroom.
All right, let me ask. You're in a relationship right now, right?
Yes.
How long you been in this relationship?
You know what, bro? It kind of blurs because it's like we did break up for a little bit, got back together. So, I mean, in total, you could say anywhere around like 8 years, but like this last little stint, like 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll round up.
How long was the breakup?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's complicated as fuck.
Yeah, I've been there.
How long was the breakup?
Yeah.
Shit, breakup was like 3 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we found each other, you know what I mean?
It was meant to be.
Type shit, yeah, you know?
So y'all got 8 years in, right?
Yeah.
If y'all broke up,
mm-hmm.
how long would it have to take her to move on before you're like, okay, I respect it?
Respectfully, man, I love her to death, but she can't be by herself, bro. Like, she'd probably be in a relationship with like maybe the next couple months, maybe a year max. Bro.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
a couple of months is a respectable time, though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd probably like fight tooth and nail to stay single as long as possible, bro.
Really?
Not gonna hold you. Listen, love shorty. You know, relationships are a beautiful thing, yo. But like, sometimes you just want some peace. You know what I mean?
I think for me, man, I want at least 6 months. Like if we break up and you go 6 months without being in a relationship or me hearing about somebody, I'm cool with it. Cause like if you do something the first 2 months and back in my head, like, oh, dude has been around. Dude's been around.
So we're talking about relationship.
For sure,
what about like fucking wise though?
Oh, right.
2 months.
Like
2 months. 2 months.
2 months? I feel like
next week.
Next week, it's gone.
Shit.
Nah, obviously in real life. I'm talking about ideally.
Bro, personally for me, I don't think there's a time frame where it wouldn't sting me, to be honest with you. I feel like if it's like, even if it's a year after, I'm like, damn, like you couldn't wait any longer, like for a relationship. I feel like I feel like after me, you should be so heartbroken. You don't want to like touch another person.
I respect it. There's always levels to this thing, but I feel like 6 months to me is like, okay, it showed that like I fucked you. You was fucked up for a little bit. I need you. I need
the
your
bare
life.
minimum of pain. You know what I mean?
I need your life in shambles for a couple months.
6 months, that pussy's still mine. I don't want you to fucking talk to nobody else. Like, hell no.
He ain't lying.
A year, 2 years after, bro. Like, 5 years after, I'm sick if I find out. Like, around
man.
Okay.
Hell no.
You got another question?
No. Next question. Who would be the bigger rapper or who would be the bigger rap artist if they still alive? Tupac or Biggie? I gotta go with Biggie.
Really?
Yeah,
I gotta go with
Biggie
Biggie.
too.
I gotta go Biggie. Listen, Tupac at the height was like, he was the man, but I feel like Biggie was literally like on the come up, bro. And like, I don't think the East Coast had seen anything like him in a while or anything since him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was getting ready to take over the world, bro.
Yeah, I could see that, but I would still pick Tupac just because I feel like he was more promotable.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he did the movies. He was a great actor.
Well,
like,
I feel like he was a more. I will say this. I feel like Tupac was definitely personality wise, he was a lot more of a likable person.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Likable person. But I feel like when it comes to rap, I feel like, you know what I mean. Like, as we seen like through the years, bro. Sometimes being unaccessible is actually like one of those things that puts you on top.
Yeah, I would say Biggie as well. I think that Biggie's music definitely had more longevity. I think that consciousness,
come on,
bro. I think the conscious music is fun and all, and it's like it's definitely a time period thing. But I think that like in terms of marketability, we see that like the songs that typically had lasted through the years is more along the lines of like what Biggie puts up.
Yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Bro, listen.
Hold your head up, dear mama.
Bro,
they play that shit every Mother's Day.
Bro, there's a couple songs that I think from Tupac that really rang, but I feel like Biggie songs, like we still got I think we have more Biggie songs that still ring off than Tupac songs.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that at all.
I think so.
I don't agree with that at all.
Really? Why not?
I think so.
I feel like I hear like out of the two, I feel like I hear more Tupac songs nowadays than I do Biggie songs.
Really?
I think you hear like those two Biggie songs at a club or bar. That's it. But I feel like Tupac songs still make they still make into movies, like commercials. I feel like people still remake his music.
Okay. I mean, I see what you're saying. Wanda, but like kind of like I gotta go with my boy, man.
But he had way more music than Biggie.
He did. He was doing it longer. I mean, it's only fair.
And that's not to discredit Biggie. I just feel like Tupac was just more like already implanted into the culture.
Yeah, he was solidified. He was solidied. Biggie was kind of the new kid on the block.
He got cut off way too early.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I think replay value for me is like the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, right? Like you always hear the same two songs, right? Like Biggie, I think he had that shit on lock. I think Tupac, like you said, like it's something you sit down, you listen to, you kind of mow over in your house. But I mean, most of the time, people don't want to be in a bad mood. They want to drink.
They want to overthink.
Fun, like,
you see this with Kendrick Lamar and Drake right now.
Right. People love being in a bad mood. We're in a depressed era. People love being sad. Right. They give them a reason to take the perks.
Shit, fuck it, man. Somebody got to take the perks. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think that Biggie would have had a longer run. But I mean, let the people in the comments decide. I think
for sure.
Yeah, all right, what do you got?
I got better destination vacation, Mexico or Jamaica. Personally, I'm gonna go with Jamaica. Only reason being, right?
You've never been to Mexico.
Never been to Mexico, but I'm gonna go with the reason why I kind of shy away from Mexico.
Okay,
is I don't speak Spanish, and I feel like it's more accessible.
Do you speak Patois?
I could understand Patois, but at one point I didn't. You know, so it was like definitely a culture shift before I went to Jamaica. It was like, whoa, like what are you guys saying?
Well, yeah, it always depends to me what your intentions are on vacations. I think if your intentions are to get cheeks, I think Mexico's the place to go.
I can see that. I can see that.
If it's a girl going on vacation to get some dick, I think Jamaica's the place to go. You know what the dudes on the rafts?
The water raft boys.
What about you?
Like, they're trying to ride the banana boat. Nah, so I've never been to Jamaica. I've been to Mexico. Mexico for me was lit. Great time. Been out to Cancun. I'd have to go with Cancun just because I haven't experienced Jamaica.
Okay.
But I got to experience it to see what's up. So I think that's where I'm at.
Likewise, I haven't been in Jamaica yet. I just think it would be two different types of vacations. Yeah. I think Jamaica would probably be more of a cultural experience. I feel like you'd be more like in the cultural if you like step out of the resort.
Right. And Mexico is more pussy.
Cancun,
for sure.
If you're looking for like Mexico, if you're looking to party, I think that's just the place.
That'd be the shit. Yeah. Nah, Mexico's crazy.
Yeah.
Next up, I got which restaurant is worse? Applebee's or Chili's?
Oh man, hate them both, honestly.
I was gonna say I don't like Chili's. I've never been to Applebee's, so I can't give a fair statement.
I don't tolerate Chili's slanders in this studio. Okay, I ride out for Chili's, man. I really don't get what people don't like about Chili's. Like they have everything. Their food's pretty solid.
I don't think so, bro. Like they just have weird shit on the menu, man. Like it's like it's cool. It's cool. I've been there a few times. My parents love that shit, but I mean, I don't know, man.
Your
do it
parents
for
no
me.
ball, yo.
I don't know, man. Chili's to me, like it's just like what the hell did I have the other day? They had like
Oh, so you was there recently?
They had like buffalo, yeah. They had like buffalo mozzarella sticks, and I thought that shit was gonna be fire, but I took the first bite and I'm like, I can't eat this shit.
That sounds pretty fire.
It does. That's what I thought so too. Like,
the Chili's you gotta keep it simple, man. You either get the baby back ribs or the honey chipotle chicken crispers with the fully loaded mashed potatoes. You don't gotta divert from that. You know what I mean?
Damn.
That's it. You just go right there.
But I like some complex shit.
Yeah, I want some different shit. Give me some different options. I feel like Chili does this.
See, but he used to like Fridays. Yeah.
Which one do you think is better?
How you feel about Texas Roadhouse?
Oh, all right. That's in another league.
Yeah, but Texas Roadhouse.
Which one do you think is better, Chili's or Fridays?
I think I would have to give it to Fridays.
Really?
I think I'd have to give it to Fridays for sure.
My boy knows. He knows what it is.
His parents know what's up. His parents know what's up, man. All right. Well, you got another question?
I mean, so you've been to both, and obviously you're gonna stick with Chili's.
I've been all three.
Okay. I mean, well, Chili's and Applebee's.
Yeah.
So which one would you say?
Honestly, Chili's. Like Applebee's is like I would pick Fridays over Applebe's.
Really? I've never been to Applebee's.
It's just like we didn't need you.
Okay.
Like we had Chili's and Fridays. We didn't need an Applebee's.
Did Waterbury have an Applebee's?
Yeah, I think at one point. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's telling.
Okay. Do you have a question? Another one? Or
no, that's it.
Okay. Let's argue. Who gossip the most, men or women?
Oh, women.
Really?
Hell yeah. I mean, look, we do too, but women, nah, that's like their sport, bro. That's like they're Olympics, bro. They get gold medals for that shit. Like, for real.
Yeah, I think women, they women's conversations is gossip. Like, we could talk about like our personal lives and regular stuff and not get into like any gossip about another person. I think like women conversations, like the focal point of it is somebody else. Okay. Something that their cousin did, their brother did, their sister did, a coworker did, their uncle did, somebody's getting talked about.
Okay.
But I think guys, we're under this notion. I feel like the world is under the notion that guys don't gossip, but guys gossip.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like guys don't gossip to each other. Guys do a lot of pillow talking. That's where a lot of the gossip taking place. After you get one off, she just laying with you and you start just unloading shit.
Yeah, so my boy just caught a body yesterday.
She lulls you to sleep, bro. She like, how was your day? You're like, I was just chilling with my boy. What's going on with him? Next thing you know, you talking a mile a minute,
you wouldn't even believe where he keeps the keys at.
Right. He been on a run, but he's been staying at his grandmother's house, you know?
Word. You ain't believe what he did to Keisha, man. It's crazy.
That's how we justify our gossip. It's not gossip. I'm just
talking to my shorty.
Yeah, that's my best friend. That's my rib, yo.
Right. I know. You know, one thing I do, it's like, it's funny because when I was growing up, one of my boys, he would say like, yo, I'll tell you something because I know it's not going to like get out. Or it's not going to like make it to anyone, right?
Facts.
But one of the things that I realized like in most recent years that I started doing, like I'll tell the story, but I'll just keep names out of the situation.
Oh, that's like just
yo, but it's not fair because we podcasters. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We got to draw from somewhere. Yeah. So now we end up talking about shit we normally wouldn't talk about. So we got to just like,
honestly,
you know.
I think that's a valid point because I feel like I started doing that since I became a podcaster.
Sure,
like prior to that, like you couldn't get any information out of me, but I feel like sometimes certain things happen on a podcast or certain stories happen, and I'm like, damn, like the relation is very close.
Right there.
So then it starts to transition outside of the podcast. Now I found myself on the phone talking to him about like, yeah, one of my boys, like I'm gonna keep his name out of it though. But, like,
I just did that a little while ago. All right, I'm gonna tell a story, but I ain't saying no names.
Is this considered dry snitching?
I guess you could. Nah, I guess you could. But we podcasters, so it's all good.
It's all good. Get the pass.
Yeah. You got to give us the pass.
Yo, here's what I realize about everybody, right? All right, say you tell me a secret, right? But you tell me, yo, you can't tell nobody. Here's what I realized. Everybody has one person that they spill everything to.
Really?
But then it's like, I feel like, so it's like, oh, you tell me something, right? But like, I won't tell 99% of the people I know, but I'll tell that one person. That one person may be you, right? But then you got your one person. That's like, that's how shit get around. Yeah, before everyone knows, like everybody knows. It's like I didn't tell everybody. I just told my one person.
So how do you feel? So do you feel that a secret is only a secret if the person says don't tell anybody?
No.
Oh, bro. You're talking about like if I like preemptively tell you like, yo, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody
Don't
this.
tell nobody.
That you can't mention this,
bro.
Because let's just say I come to you, and I tell you a secret, right? And me and you just having like a conversation, like something I went through, like I don't know, like I got someone pregnant in like another country or something.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
I never told you don't tell anybody, but you was like, you just take it as like, okay, this is just information.
He just told me some shit.
This is just information. So you go and relay that to him.
Yeah.
Do I have rights to be upset at you because I didn't really tell you like how deep of a secret this is?
If you didn't tell me like, yo, you don't tell nobody, then I mean like, you know, it's not in the fine print. I can say what I want at that point. Like you gotta let me know. You have to preface it with, yo, I'm not gonna lie, say some shit.
Yo, you're
say some shit.
You're 100% right. I never thought about this shit, but yo, you gotta have a verbal contract before you spill the beans, yo. Because yo, you know what it is, yo. You know when you go to work and there's like that community table, and sometimes if you put food on there, it's known that all right, if any food touches this table, this is for the house,
for the squad. That's it.
Yeah. Yo, yeah.
You know what's crazy because I tend to say that a lot because a lot of like information that I tell about myself or certain information I'll preface it with like, yo, don't mention it to anyone, but then if certain people would get offended by it, you know, like they'll then say like, who am I gonna tell, or why do you keep saying that, or you think I'm gonna just tell the world,
you know what, but it's better you say it than not, bro, because you know what, then that moment you don't say it and they just like, you never told me
it's an insurance policy,
exactly. Like
it'd be the worst because like even if they tell you not to say something, then they go blab to the next person, yo, don't tell you I told you, yo, don't say nothing.
That's my point, bro.
7 people know.
Everybody got that one.
Bro. No, the same person who told you the secret can't keep it a secret.
Yo, but here I'm gonna tell you right now, yo, if you telling one of your boys, this is outside of me though, because I'm too solid for this shit. But if you tell one of your boys that has a wife, a secret, just know she knows.
Oh, for sure.
Just know she knows.
Yeah.
Outside of you though.
She's sucking that information right out of him.
You know what's crazy is that to me, I think that like I take all of my boys' secrets as like secrets in a sense. Okay. You know, like I think like no matter what if they say don't say it or not, like obviously like if we're having a conversation about a specific person in a specific situation and I get updates, then I'll give updates on that. You feel me? But I feel like if it's like something that's very deep that happened to a person, that to me is like, okay, you don't have to preference that with like a don't tell, because it's like just not going to. You feel me? I feel like that's I always think about it like, what would I want? You feel me? Like, do I want somebody telling my business? Yeah,
because my girl complains to me all the time that I don't have tea.
Right.
I'm tealess.
Right. But then but
I do. But deep down inside, I have a lot of tea.
I
have a lot of tea she doesn't know about.
It's crazy. My girl acts like she don't want to know, but deep down you could tell she wants to know. You feel me? Like she be on what happened, and I'm like, nothing. I can't say. I don't really care anymore.
At least she like that. My girl be like, come on, tell me, like, why you even being like that? Like, I'm like, I can't tell your ass, you crazy.
Now, one of the biggest things for me is like, I specifically cannot tell. Like, if I tell you a secret, I would preference it like you can't tell anybody, because I'm the only one that kind of knows situation. Like, so if you tell somebody and it gets out that
I know
that this information happened, people are gonna trace it directly back to me.
This is my point, yo. We all got one.
No, I don't really be talking.
Okay, like that, but yo, what's up, man?
Coolin', chilling. You know what I mean? That's it.
How's the week, bro?
It's been alright, bro. You know what I mean? Like doing adult shit, man. Working my ass off. You know what I mean? That's
How's the pod,
bro. The pod been good, bro. Like I said, I think we definitely been. I can't say we've been extremely consistent, but I feel like we've shown a lot more consistency the last few months. Then definitely we've shown like the last year. So you know what I mean? I'm pretty happy with that. You know what I mean? Are
you guys getting the results?
We starting to see some growth, you know what I mean? And again, like I said, I have nobody but myself to blame. But now more than anything, I'm definitely just pushing myself to be more consistent. And we seeing it. We seeing like, you know, the followers grow. We seeing the comments. We seeing the views. We seeing things starting to go in the right trajectory. You know what I mean? Okay.
If there's one thing that you could change about your podcast for the better, what would it be?
If there's one thing that I could change, that shit dope as shit. Damn, I mean, I guess
find one flaw and say, okay, I wish we could do this better.
One flaw in the podcast that I feel like I would change. I don't know. Maybe if I could get some stronger topics most weeks. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're kind of looking for topics, and sometimes the block is dry. Like, ain't much to talk about. So you kind of just trying to like put some shit together.
I know exactly what you mean, but I think it actually shows like the skill of a podcaster to make any topic interesting.
Hey,
I'm not even like saying like that's something we're there yet, but I feel like, you know how some people like they should, all right, like, you know, bread's on sale, whatever, and they're just like, but the way they talk is just like, man,
their storytelling,
like bread's on sale,
stuff like that. But like, that's something that I think always needs work. Even for us, it's just like because the thing about podcasting, you just want to be entertaining.
Now you do. You want to be entertaining, but you also want to be yourself. You know what I mean? You want to give them a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Which is, I think sometimes that takes away too, because like you want to be funny, but also you want to have those moments where you're down to earth. So you know what I mean? It's a balance, bro. It's a fucking wild balance, bro.
Yo, how's your guest been?
You know, we got a lot of interesting guests, man. We've been doing a lot of musical guests, so it's been cool. You know what I mean?
How much do you hate it?
Oh man, extremely, like so much.
Welcome, nigga. Welcome. If you go through our videos, you'll notice a trend as well.
All right. One last question about the pod. Obviously, like, you podcast in Connecticut, right? And you're familiar with other podcasts. Like, where do you rank yourselves, or where do you rank your podcast in like the Connecticut, I guess, top?
See, podcast? that's a tough one. Like, do we rank, like, do you rank off of solely numbers, or do you rank off of like how you feel the content is?
We can do both. I'm a guy that believes that number is a reflection of reality.
Okay.
So You know, I could say like, or the best, but if our numbers don't show it, then I'm full of shit.
Well,
But
I mean,
that's
that's what I'm saying, right? Because if you say numbers, then I'm just like, yeah, I don't think we rank that high as of yet.
okay.
Now, if you're talking about content, I believe we have some solid content.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'll rank us above. Yeah, I'll put us up there with anybody. But we can go probably bar for bar. But as far as like numbers are concerned, I'm not stupid. I see the numbers. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, all right, cool. Like we probably are not in that list. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I rank it.
Do you have a podcast in mind that's like you think like you kind of almost look up to in Connecticut outside of us?
Like they're crushing it. That they're crushing it.
Hey, shout out to Gen TV. Right? Nah, you guys been doing it. You guys been doing your thing. You guys been doing your thing. Nah, man. Listen. Shout outs to everybody. I mean, you take pieces and parts from every podcast, and you kind of go like, all right, these dudes do that well. I try to stay away from the whole like looking up to people shit because like I feel like you always get let down on that type of shit. Okay. So I don't do that, but I always like see what people are doing. I was just like, yo, that's fire. That's
try
dope.
to take a piece of it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, and show love always and show props.
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah. We've done that. Like some of our segments that we picked up this year, where we got it from like other podcasts, not from Connecticut, but just stuff we seen like online.
Yeah.
Like even our music segment, I think was something we picked up from someone else. Obviously, we kind of put our own little spice to it. But, you know what I'm saying? That's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you always got to be like constantly evolving in the podcast space. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like the podcast space has become a bit crowded and not necessarily off of just like people doing podcasts, but I feel like it was one thing when we were just competing against ourselves, but now we competing with like Mace and Cameron and all the New York rappers starting podcasts. So it's like now, like the competition is fierce.
Exactly. It's like with the Jim Jones, Mano, and Dave East and Fat Pot. Like, how do you compete with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, yo, each person has their own fan base.
Right.
You feel me?
Like
they come together for one big gas
juggernaut. Fucking Voltron. I'm like, nigga, what am I supposed to do here, bro?
Like 4 powerhouse just like connected to make a podcast. Like why would you? Yo, why wouldn't you want to listen to
it?
it?
You know, right.
Cause yo, they've been like they've just started recently, but they're crushing it already.
As you expect. You figure, right? You would figure like you got those guys. They probably got a ton of stories. Like you said, they bring their own following. And that's, I think, one of the things that, like, I think I learned, too. And that's why, like, I'm starting to try to build my own following. Yeah. Because I've learned, like, you being able to bring a following into a project like that only helps but boost it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to, like, build mines out now. But, yeah, man, like I said, I think the space is still good. I think there's still a lot of fire content. It's just, we just competing against a lot more now. That's it. Yeah, for sure.
But y'all ready to get some of my favorite tweets?
Let's get to it.
All right, man. This is Eaze's favorite tweets.
Ooh.
All right. First one. Just finished the Diddy documentary, and we got to drive a dildo through his heart like a vampire. Like a vampire.
Got to sprinkle some holy baby oil on his ass. Holy baby oil.
Like the fuck? Yo, you know, like in the vampire movies when you open the blinds and
That's
Did you watch the Diddy doc?
I did. I didn't get all the way to the end of it, but I'll be honest with you, and I'm pretty sure you guys too. You do so much research sometimes that we've heard the story like 20 times already. Right. So we like, I mean, I already know everything that's going on. But yeah, man. I mean, look, Diddy only pushed it as far as people allowed him to push it. I'm not saying that he is not a monster, right? Okay. Because we all saw him beat the shot of Cassie. Yeah. We saw that. Like, you can't take that back. But at the same time, I think like people got to take a little bit of accountability, right? You wake up next to Diddy with your butt hurt and you don't walk away. Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for you now, and I got sympathy because
then you spin the block,
right? You know, like, come on, bro. So, like I said, I do think it was a bit of a hit piece, but you never want to be for 50. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a.
Yo, Diddy should never slept with his baby mom, man.
Yeah, dead ass.
That's what you get.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I don't even know how it would feel like if I had to sit there and listen to that.
Yeah.
Like, just like my baby mom with my worst enemy and some fucking mandingo fucking, you know, but nah, man, I couldn't do it. I would have crashed out. And
he did.
Yeah, man.
And he did. All right. Next one. Favorite tweet. Carhartt new to y'all because y'all ain't used to men with jobs.
With that ass. Word. Carhartt do make some quality stuff.
They do.
Yeah.
It's taking over fashion recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Think so?
Bro.
I mean, I think it's on a decline now, honestly.
It's funny, yo. One of our comments, this is funny as shit. It was a video of us, and you had your hat on.
Okay.
And someone said, "Yo, stop appropriating my culture."
Hey, yo,
I can't be mad at that.
I see what you're saying.
I can't be mad at that.
All right. This one had me dying right here, bro. Favorite tweet. Social media really got y'all thinking 15 likes not a lot. Imagine 15 gorillas in a room trying to fuck you.
why that? Like, 15 gorillas in a room was scary enough. You didn't have to add that last part,
How the
bro.
fuck did we go from likes to gorillas, bro?
I think it's just to really emphasize how important or how grateful or a lot 15 likes can actually
Yeah, I really
make.
believe that like this whole social media space is definitely skewed because it's like sometimes, and I find myself guilty of it when I'm scrolling through a video and it doesn't have any likes or barely any likes. I think of its quality not being that good, but then when I see like it's stamped by the community, it's like, okay, like I'm more likely to see what appeal does this have to like everybody, you know?
See, I don't know. I always look at it like, I mean, you guys obviously like, with the cameras and all that.
Yeah.
So like, I always tend to look at something like a little bit deeper. Just because like, you know what I mean? And I'm coming from a place where it's like, you know what I mean? I'm still on the come up. So it's like, I tend to look at those smaller stuff and I'm like, do we have some quality here? You know, we do. We do have some quality here.
You're a little bougie.
Yeah, because it's like, like again, like if we just gonna be like, oh, there's a million likes, this shit gotta be fire. Shit ass. Like, get this shit out of here sometimes.
Nah, Bill, I think this example is very extreme, but it really does give you perspective. Like, sometimes you may get like 20, 30 likes on a video or something, or any type of content you post, and you're like, man, like this is not really what I wanted. But 30 people is a lot, bro. Like for 30 people to take the time out of their day to watch your content and then like it, it's like dope. You know what I mean? Like we really don't appreciate like that. But 15 gorillas is a lot.
Yeah.
15 gorilla dicks is a lot.
Yeah, that's
a whole lot.
Yo,
I think 2 is too much.
Where are you going with that? Like 2 is acceptable?
2 is too much.
Like
1, I could run away, but 15, like 2 of them niggas, they gonna block me in, nigga.
All right.
Hey, yo.
It's like, what happened to A1? He got trained by 15 gorillas. All right, favorite tweet. I unfollow men that bash women all day. We get it. You the baddest bitch, bro. I agree with it. I agree with it.
Yes and no.
I hate seeing both sides of it. I hate seeing dudes that like consistently just bash women all day, and I hate seeing women that bash men all day. Like I'm like really starting to unfollow and block people on my personal social media like platforms. It's like, bro, like what are you gaining out of this? Like, there's like some women that like I went to high school with that would just bash men all day, and it's like, okay, what for? Like,
yeah,
like,
I mean, it gets likes, it gets views, people watch that shit. But I mean, I don't know. Like, what would you consider like super like bashing?
That's what I think. I think it's like
what's the level? Is it just like if a guy's like, listen, like I don't feel like we should pay for the first date? Is that bashing? You know what I mean? Like,
all right, how many? Like, yes and no. I mean, maybe once it's like not that bad, but it's like, all right, dude, like we get it. You don't want to pay for first date. It's like you're talking about this every 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like it just depends. Like if they really just trying to be like on some red pill, fucking, fresh and fish shit, then I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. But you know what I mean? If they trying to impart a little bit of information, I'm like, I can see where you coming from.
That's reasonable. I'm talking about the people that like are doing it like every day.
Oh yeah, that's tough. Somebody heard that.
You just come out bitter as hell.
Somebody heard that, man. That woman done been ran through. They got trauma.
All right. Favorite tweet: cigarette smell got to be one of the worst smells in the history of smells.
Facts.
I'm different.
What?
I'm different.
Really?
Wait, what?
It's weird.
You like the smell of cigarettes?
In a very niche setting,
it's an
right?
aphrodisiac.
I love a cigarette smell like on a leather jacket. I don't know why. I love like the combination of the leather jacket with the cigarette smell.
Okay.
And so for some reason, I love like the tobacco smell like masked in cologne. For whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know why.
I hate that smell. Yo,
I don't know
mask
why.
it?
I think like if you walk into a place and it smells like cigarettes, I hate that. Or a person just comes out from freshly smoking a cigarette, I don't like that smell. But like it's kind of like that gasoline smell for me where it's like if it's on specific clothing or if it has a specific scent, I'm like, that's not bad. Like it's cool for me.
I feel like this is how Diddy started his journey. With like niche little weird things like this.
Yeah. You start off small and then you at the end of it you fucking jerking yourself off with a
cigarette smell and a leather jacket.
Yeah, I love it.
I can't even like.
Yo, I
don't even know what that is.
I always said that I would if I was when I get a leather jacket, I'm gonna give it to like a cigarette smoker and like put it in their car just so it could like take it out scent. I just like the smell of it, bro.
All right, what's worse, cigarette smell or weed smell?
Oh, cigarette smell.
I like weed smell too.
Cigarette smells bad.
No, weed smell I like.
Weed smells fine. Yeah.
I like the smell of weed.
I think everybody's good with that, but no, that's cigarette.
Some people hate weed smell.
I even though I'm not a smoker and I know my mom, my family hate it, like despised by it. You feel me? But to me, even though like I'm not a smoker, I think I don't know this appeal of like the weed smell that is like for me. You know, like I like that.
Where?
I do hate that weed smell of like someone that's like had it on them for 2 days and you could just tell it's the same.
Yeah, the stale weed smell. Yeah, nah. Or like the weed breath.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
All right.
that shit is
nasty.
Favorite tweet. This one's a little wild, and I need y'all to answer very carefully. Okay.
Okay. That's
Fellas, you got a knife in your back and a dick in your ass. Which one are you taking out first?
Do I have to pick one?
I mean, if you want to keep both of them in, I don't know. It's up to you, man.
Hey.
He said, "Do I have to keep? Do I have to take one out?"
Yeah, that's a. I mean, that's not even a tough one. I think you take the dick out your ass, right? Like,
I think. All right. So here's the logic behind taking the dick out first.
Before
Right?
like leave the dick in my ass.
They say that when you get a wound that's stabbed, you're not supposed to remove it because you could end up bleeding out, and sometimes it can maybe blocking it. So I'm gonna take the dick out first.
Okay.
I like it. It's scientific. I like that.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
I like that.
I had to give that one thought a little bit.
I respect it, man.
How about you? What are you taking out first?
See, I was gonna take out the knife first because I don't want to bleed out. But now that you broke it down so well, I'll go dick first, knife second.
Keep the dick in there a little bit longer. You know?
I mean, it's not killing you.
Right.
Still gay.
Right.
Shout out to Cooks, man.
What?
No.
That's a
Or you want to tell? You want to tell something?
He says this thing where he goes, "Shit, guy." So I was paying homage, but you know,
I was gonna say, everybody got that one. Everybody spills that one secret. What a transition to name someone.
Shit, hey.
Shout out Cooks.
Shout out Cooks.
All right, favorite tweet. If you live in Waterbury, you basically live on the street.
At this point, with this water going out, bro,
what's up?
You damn near live on the street. Like this is a problem with the state of Waterbury. It's giving real homeless vibes.
like the whole city. All right, this is another Waterbury one. All right, favorite tweet. Only in Connecticut would you have a city named Waterbury that doesn't have any water.
Literally, bury.
Bro, it was a rough week for Waterbury, man.
Is it? Sheesh.
You hear what happened?
No, talk to me, man. What's up?
The whole city lost water, yo.
Did they really?
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. And it's been an ongoing issue since October. Bro.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
They just calling us Bury now.
Yo, it's like nuts. The whole city. We're damn near like Flint, Michigan at this point. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, we're the joke of the state, man. All right, last one, man. Favorite tweet. Remember y'all was doing Forex, or is that still a touchy subject?
I think all of them shits, bro. All of them.
Forex, wake up now.
That shit. Yeah. I mean, bro, I just listen. Shout out to my pops, man. But that man loved doing pyramid schemes, bro. And he believed one day that shit was gonna get him out the hood. Which one did he do? Which one did he not do? Like, that's a better question, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, like, he went from like, I mean, I don't even know if you ever heard like the one where like they sold cell phones, they sold vacations, they sold services, bro.
I got
anything
trapped on the vacation one, bro. Mm-hmm. Like not trapped, but like yo,
you should be here type.
No, someone invited me like to their house. I'm like, oh, whatever, let's chill. It's like a little gathering and shit like that, bro. Then they put out the fucking projector.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck's going on here, yo? Some guy that was like I've never seen in my life came out with the little like metal things, you know, with the like point and shit. I was like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, so, and then like, no lie, he's still like this the whole time. Like almost kind of like, you know what I mean? Like,
bruh.
And I was like, oh, this is one of them shits, man.
So he tricked you. Yo, they tricked you. He set you up pretty much.
Yeah. Yo, the whole time they just really try to shame you for being stupid, for not being a part of the pyramid scheme, yo.
Ain't that
They started explaining the tier system where it's like, if you get the diamond,
you ain't get tight. You ain't like pull them to the side after. You know, like, yo, bro, why would you do that?
Bro, they provided food. So I was just kind of like, I was just like, this is a joke to me. I was like, but I was witnessing people getting like bamboozled. I'm like, oh, they got you. They got you.
No, that shit is tough. I don't understand how like we still in 2025 and that shit is still like prevalent, bro.
Yo, the only thing what I really hate about the wake up now people and the Forex people is how they just didn't apologize afterwards. Like they just never acknowledged it, right?
They're
like
embarrassed.
What?
Why would you apologize, bro?
No, but it's like, bro,
they took their money. They're like, y'all idiots.
No, I'm talking about like the people that like the regular people in our community that was like shaming us, bro. I used to know people that would shame me for like, oh, you stupid, you're missing out. Like this is the next Bitcoin idiot. Now look at you, yo. And then like the whole shit collapses and no one wants to like public come out. You know what? I made a bad call.
Right.
My bad. I'm sorry. Like, yo, friendships were broken over fucking wake up now, bro.
We got enough trouble people trying to take accountability. You think they gonna fucking like, nah, bro. Listen, I will say this, bro. Like, I feel like y'all out there, y'all are grown adults.
Yeah.
If it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah.
But that's my favorite tweets.
All right.
Okay. Shout out to the tweets.
Nice. All right, man. Let's get into our pocket watching segment, man.
It's pocket watch. You're on the spotlight right now.
Yeah.
So typically in this segment, me, A1, do our updates on our financial goals. But today,
all right.
we don't gotta do that shit. We got you.
We got some other pockets to watch right
we
now.
got some. How's your pockets, man?
The pocket is looking very light. Very light. Very light. Yeah.
It could be good or bad. I mean, it could be a lot of cars, right? Not cash.
No, there's nothing in there. A lot of lint.
All right, so typically we talk about our financial goals that we have for 2025, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any financial goals this year?
Absolutely not. I'm too broke for that.
Really?
Yeah, too broke for financial goals. Can't do that.
Damn.
Yeah,
I think that's the main time where you do a financial goal.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you trying to get by, you just like,
So I'm taking it as it comes.
You like, shit, man, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, man. I can't no financial goals. No, I definitely want to start doing that for sure. But it's been a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, this last year. So maybe 2026. You know,
what's been rough about it?
Transitions. It's a lot of transitions. Just moving into new apartment, new job, things of that. Yeah, just things like that, man. Lost my job. I was working at an insurance company like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And they just kind of up and fired everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
did they go under, or they just kind of really just did cutbacks?
They just did cutbacks. They said, yo, there's no need to have this department anymore. So go figure it out.
How long were you at
shit.
that job for?
I was there for like 4 or 5 years, bro.
Oh, so good.
So I was there for a while, and then they were just like, all right, cool, like, yeah, fuck yeah. So I was just like, all right, cool. So I was kind of in a little bit of a between period where I was trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like, the worst part of like something like that is like not having a plan because you didn't expect some shit like that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just trying to figure out what the next stage is.
Was that job a good paying job?
Yeah, bro. Well, here's the thing, man. I've always been a salesman. Like
Okay.
I've done CarMax, Raymore and Flanagan, worked at a bank for a while. This was like really good money. You know what I mean? So
if you don't mind me asking, this is something we do in this segment. If you're not comfortable, you don't have to. Like,
Go ahead,
what do you consider good money? Like, how much were they paying you a year? Like that you considered good money?
I would say 80 plus.
Okay. Oh, so it was good money.
Yeah. Like it was
Okay.
it was really good money. So it was like to the point where it was like it was enough for the bills. It was enough to hang out, shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, man, shit happens. But we don't stay down for long.
When you got fired, like what happened? Like, did you have any savings? Did you like what was your first thought? Like, damn,
yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys. Are probably gonna hate this shit, yo. But like, I did not expect that shit to happen. So listen, don't judge me for this shit. But right before I got fired, or right before they let everybody go, I bought a jet ski. A brand new fucking jet ski.
Not
bro.
anticipating to get fired, or you heard that?
I had no idea, bro.
Okay.
Literally the moment I bought it, I brought it to the house. The next day they're like, hey, they're gonna be having a meeting, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, like we have meetings all the time. Bro, they sent us to a location like if we were gonna get ready to start working, and they're just like, yeah, you guys are cut. Like what?
Like, so they fired everyone at the spot.
And yeah, they sent us all to the place where we were gonna be working. Like sometimes they'll do events, right? So they're like, oh, we got an event going on. So they sent us to the spot. We're all sitting there ready to work. And then they're just like, yeah, you guys are done.
Just like that.
Yeah.
They wanted
Just
you
like
guys
that.
to be off the property. That's what it was.
Yeah, probably. Exactly what it was. They cut
Get off
everything
our
off.
property.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was wild.
All
Bro.
right, yo. So you just got fired. You have this brand new. How much is the jet ski?
Bro, I mean, jet skis are expensive. Like $30,000 for a fucking jet ski, bro. A brand new one.
$30,000.
First of all, I don't know how jet ski.
thought they were like
I've never
10
considered
bands.
buying a jet ski.
You heard? But yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's like
it was like 30. Yeah, it's almost more than a car, bro. And it's just obviously.
Did you keep it or you return it?
Yeah, I still have it.
You still have it?
I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I had too much fun.
At least you ride it. You ride it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was too much fun. I'm like,
Okay.
I might get rid of it like probably after next summer, but we'll see. Yeah.
All right, so you got fired. You have a new $30,000 loan. Like, what's your next move? Like, what are you thinking? Are you with your girl?
Get
at
back
this
to
point?
work. Yeah, we were together. Yeah, I think
So
this
at least
is around the time when we kind of like got back together.
So were y'all living together?
At the time, yeah, we were living together.
So at least you had someone to kind of hold you down for a bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We help each other out. So yeah, so I mean, at the time, like I said, it was one of those things where it was just like, all right, we got to get back on the ball.
Okay.
Like I don't like to stay like in that limbo area where like, what are we gonna do? So like I was just picking up jobs here or there, applying wherever I could. You know what I mean? At the time I had like 2 jobs.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, little by little, you kind of, I gotta take back a little bit, step back a little bit, leave that alone. You know what I mean? And then you start just like maneuvering a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you now, like in, I guess, your financial journey and your job journey? Like, are you still looking for something better? Are you kind of...
I think you should always, right, be looking for something better. I mean, shit, until I find that $1 million job. Like, I ain't done searching. So, I mean, things are good now, but, always looking, bro. Always looking for the next opportunity, always looking to level up in some sort of way. So, we still moving. Like I said, still moving.
Okay.
Never done.
All right, I got some more questions.
Go ahead, man.
If you're not comfortable, you just say pass. Okay?
Yeah. He just want me to tell you I'm broke. That's what
yo, this is actually a segment that got started by A1 to like help us kind of hold ourselves accountable for our financial goals because like sometimes you spend a lot of money on like shit that you don't need. Or stuff like that. And,
especially
like,
when you got it.
Especially when you got it because you never anticipate you not having it.
Oh man, I remember when they were dropping like the Fear of God was dropping all the essentials when that shit was fresh, bro. I was buying all types of shit.
I mean, for some backstory, I wasn't too far off. Like I ended up quitting a job that I was working at for 9 years. I was extremely broke, but this was like on my decision, but they were gonna make a severe pay cut towards like my salary, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this, and I ended up quitting with like no backup plan. Went through a very dark time. Like I'm talking about like
a whole year.
Dark, right? Like it was like so I quit in like November and I didn't get hired at my current job until like July. So around that time I was just doing Uber. I'm talking about super broke, had to borrow money. Like it was deep. Like it was a very dark time. And I was like, and it was just me, I wasn't in a relationship or living with anybody and I had to figure it out. And then in a pivotal moment, we were going on like a major vacation and I was like, yo, like I'm tired of feeling like this, like right before a vacation. You feel me? And I was like, okay, it's time for me to like kind of like knuckle down and like focus on my finances. Long story short, we went on a vacation. We got back. We went to New York and we were on a boat trip. And I have a picture on my Instagram of that exact moment, right? And I'm like, damn, like, why am I here? You feel me? Like, and it's like, it's
like, yo, when you're in a fucked up situation,
it opens it up. So you're like, yo, like, I need to like get my shit
it's
together.
like, why am I here? Like, my finances is all messed up. It's crazy because very, very vulnerable moment or very like open moment. I was so broke at this moment. One of my best friends had called me and was like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, nothing much. Like, about to go on the trip or whatever. He was like, damn, you don't sound happy. I was like, yo, bro, like money is just like tight right now. And he was like, yo, you need like a loan or something? He was like, I could send you like 150. I was like, yo, I appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
Sends me 150. By the time we got like on the boat, people were waiting for their money. So I think I got knocked down to $80 and I had to play. Like, this is the start of it. You feel me? So I had to like run the rest of the day with just like $80. You feel me? So like it was at that moment where I was like, yo, like I really got to tighten up. So not really setting any financial goals for myself over the years, like kind of just like, anticipating like having a good paying job and things with the gravy train would keep coming. Kind of like put me in that situation, like not really building my savings account, still using COVID as like the excuse. And then I was like, you know what, it's time to like really like knuckle down. So, I said 2025 was going to be the year where I take my finances a little bit more serious and, fix my credit.
Then that's fucking fire, man.
Build my savings account. So that's kind of where like all of this came from. So
how's your journey been in 2025?
So I had like an advantageous goal for myself.
Okay,
so
that's fine. That's fine.
So I wanted to I had mapped it out where I was gonna be saving 30,000 by the end of the year.
Fire.
And it didn't work out like that.
That's okay. That's all right.
So
that's all right, right?
Overtime and everything got cut. Long story short, like, I wasn't able to make that goal. I did crack 10K, so I'm at 10K now, and I did end up paying off all of my credit cards and
that's
stuff.
fucking fire. Like I said, man. Like I said,
even though we didn't hit the goal, we still made progress. For sure.
What's the saying, bro? The saying is like reach for aim for the moon or hit the stars or vice versa, whatever the case is.
You might hit the moon or something like that.
What I'm saying? It's just like, bro, like be ridiculous with your goals. I'm always ridiculous with my goals. I'm just like have to be.
So like, what's a ridiculous like financial goal for yourself right now? Like as far as like maybe getting an hourly rate or having a certain amount in your savings.
I just what I picture in my mind. I'm always like $1 million. That's what I have in my mind right now.
Okay.
Like I don't have a place for it. Like I'm not like in my savings, in property, it's just like $1 million.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's just what I'm
like
working
if you had
toward.
$1 million, you'd be like, I'm good.
No, I'm good, but I'm just like I reached the goal.
Okay.
Because like I don't think we should ever get complacent, bro. Like I truly like in finance and nothing, like I'm always kind of like when I hit a goal, I'm like, cool. What's next? Like we should never be complacent. Right. And it sucks sometimes because like when you hit goals and everybody's like, bro, you should be proud. And I'm like,
I don't feel happy.
But what's next?
Yeah,
right. It's
I'm
like
not,
just what's next.
With this.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, a couple questions for you, okay? When you hear the word money, what's the first emotion that comes up?
Sadness.
Sadness? That's real. That's real.
Shit.
It's funny because so there was another guy that was on a podcast before, right? And these guys would always talk about finance, owning a house, 401k, savings accounts. And I'm like, can we talk about something else? Like, I'm sick of this. Like,
this is really killing my mood,
right? Like, nigga, I got like $100. We go to the bar now.
You're drinking pain away. Dude. Stop playing with me, bro.
All right.
Oh man.
All right. What was the worst financial mistake you made early on in life?
Early on in life.
That's a good question.
Shit. Yo, I mean, like he said, bro, it's probably just not having a plan.
Okay.
Right? Because now I've understood that like financially, like, you know, you should have a plan in place for yourself. Before I was just like, I was very immature. So I kept telling myself like, yo, the only thing that I want to have planned out for my life is that I want to make a lot of money.
Okay.
You sound
and like
me.
yo, and that for a kid, sure, that's a great place to start. But like, where's the right? Like it's like by any means necessary, and it's just like, all right, yeah, but how are you gonna get there?
And I think that's the issue where it's like it stops you from like actually working towards it,
right?
Because I don't know if you had this issue, but I had a similar thought where I'm gonna make it some way. So I'm like, why do I need to save right now? You
right.
So it'll just come.
So it's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna figure it out, and then you start to realize like the years go by and you haven't figured it out. You feel me? So it doesn't really give you anything to truly work towards. At 21,
you're like, man, I got time. At 30, you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
Literally at 30.
I went through a phase when I was younger where I thought I was gonna win the lotto, and I was betting my life on it. It was the dumbest shit ever, yo. But I kept telling myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm like,
I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know what y'all got planned in life. Y'all going to school?
I remember walking and talking to my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna win the lottery. Like, so sure of my fucking self.
You know what the fucked up thing is?
Powerball's calling me.
You know what the fucked up thing is? You're probably going to win the lotto, but after you made it. That's how life works. Like.
For sure.
You still buy lotto tickets?
No, I stay
it's
away.
1.6
bro, because I went crazy, bro. I'm telling you, my younger years, bro, I was buying them things like hotcakes, bro.
Were you doing scratch offs or just lotto?
Everything. I had it in my mind. I'm like, yo, it's cool, man. I'm gonna get the scratch off, win 20 grand, take that, put it into this, win fucking Powerball. Like,
you ever won a scratch off?
No,
nothing did. Like
shit, yo.
Oh, gee.
Got bad luck. That's why I don't go to casino.
All right. By the end of 2026, how much would you like to have in your savings account?
By the end of 2026, man, I mean, if we could do like a good little cushion of like maybe like nice little 10 racks in there,
okay,
I think that'd be a start.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good amount.
Just listening to him, I'm like, yeah, that seems like a great place to start. For sure. For a year,
I think 10K is a good amount to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, considering that like they say most Americans can't afford a $1,000
expense.
Yeah. No, listen, I worked at a bank before, so I've seen I've seen people living check to check. It's bad.
Okay.
I'm talking about like have no money, account is negative within like the first 2 weeks. You know what I mean? That shit eats up the next check. Yeah. I mean,
I had no money and still had to do, you know what's the worst? Is when you have no money and you have to do those payday loan paybacks.
Oh,
those are the worst, bro.
Yeah.
Like you have like Dave and earnings pulling money out of your account before it even hits. Like,
yeah, what's the most you ever seen someone like have in their account when you're working at the bank?
If they had anything over like $1 million, they wouldn't let us see it. That was private banking. But we've seen like 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. You know what I mean?
Just in the savings account.
In the savings account. Like I said, we weren't in like a West Hartford branch either, so we weren't where the money was really. But we would see on occasion, we'd see somebody come in with some bread. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that would impress the shit out of me. If I saw someone with $200,000 like of cash in their savings account.
I think you get numb to it when you just seeing numbers all day on the screen. You know what I mean? Like as a banker, you're just like, You know what I mean?
I feel
Especially when you're not in a position for
Right,
it.
right. You're
Like,
like, what does that
come
number
on,
mean
bro.
to me? Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
you never like that never motivated you or like wanted to ask them like, yo, what do you do for a living?
I think you always ask them. You're like, yo, what is it you do? And they be like, oh, I'm a lawyer. It is that. And you're like,
Okay.
damn, am I going back to school or not? Like,
all right, last question.
mm-hmm.
If you can give one piece of financial advice to our audience, what would it be?
I would say don't go crazy on spending money on things that you think would make you happy.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example, right? The jet ski's one of them, right? Like, you know what I mean? Listen, it did make me happy, but you know what I mean? I'm still sad. So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, listen, okay, it's cool. Like I had a great time. It's fun, but I didn't necessarily need to do that. You know what I mean? Or like I said, when I had bread, bro, I had a thing where like all I wanted to wear was fear of God, bro. So I'm just like $80 for a t-shirt, $100 for a t-shirt, and then I'm just like, bro, did I really need to like buy 7 of them? They all the same fucking color anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would just say, man, don't buy things thinking that they're gonna bring you some sort of happiness.
The crazy thing about fear of God, you couldn't even return it. You couldn't try that shit on.
Yeah, no,
bro,
what you
Paxson
had
was
it, you
acting
had
like
it.
that shit was fucking Gucci.
Really?
At
Bro.
one point it was.
Paxson was selling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yo, they were so strict with it, bro. You literally couldn't try it on. You couldn't return it. Like,
Yeah.
that was a commitment. Like, you bought that shit, you better hope you like it.
From order that online kind of thing.
Online or in person.
Or yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they weren't letting you return it at all. Like you just had to go on eBay, I guess, to figure it out if you had something that was wrong that didn't fit or some shit. It was
Damn.
crazy, yeah.
All right, so I got a question for you, right? Kind of like the podcast question that I asked you earlier.
What you
But
got?
what is one thing right now that you can fix personally that you, I guess a habit that you have with your finances that could benefit you in the future?
What could I fix?
Right. Like, what's one thing that you acknowledge right now that is a problem and you can't correct right now?
Hey, yo, my girl's gonna kill me, but I was like giving her money. Because she's always like, can I get $100? All right. Can I get $200? Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm always doing that. I'm gonna have to tell her, like, I'm gonna cut you off, man.
I think that's a valid statement because I feel like there is a point in time where you truly have to like just tell people no. You feel me? It's like it sucks because it's like, you know, you don't want to. It's like this thing of like disappointing people. You feel me? And it's like you also feel like, damn, if somebody like if I didn't have it, would I want somebody to give it to me? You feel me? So it's like when you're in a position where you gotta kind of just like reset things and get things in order, you truly have to like put your finances first. It's not even forget putting yourself first. You gotta put your finances and your goals first because it's like you may say, okay, like I deserve this, so I'm gonna buy this jet ski, or I'm gonna buy this thing, man. Or I'm gonna go out to eat, or I'm gonna do this thing, and it's like I deserve it because I've been working so hard. But it's like, is that truly gonna help you towards your goal? You feel me? And it's like your goal has to come first, and that means like family, friends, lending money, everything. Like there's times where it sucks because even one of my friends, my close friends, right? He was like, he had asked me to borrow like $700, and I'm like, bro, like I don't got it right now, right? And at this point in time, I think I had like 8,000 saved, but it's like, to me, the way I like to look at things when it comes in terms of like lending money, it's like, can I take this hit if they don't give it back?
Right,
you feel me?
right, and that's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah, so it's like when I told him we're after, like, I'm at 10,000, he was like, damn, like,
but you ain't let me hold.
Yeah, you ain't let me hold that 700. I'm like, bro, like I just couldn't. You feel me? Like that money just doesn't exist. You feel me? Like it's just not.
That's future me's money. That's not my money. I'm sorry.
I think the pressure's even like stronger, like especially like with like a girlfriend or like a wife, right? Because like as a man, like you want to provide.
Absolutely.
So like you feel like if you can't give it, really, you know.
Bro, being a provider has just never been appealing to me. Like I do it because I can, but it was never something like I strive for. Like
No, I don't strive for it either. But like when I see her, like she's like, damn, like I really need $100. I'm like, damn, like why am I not? Yeah, man, like she knows how to tug at the heartstrings, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's just like I'm just like, damn, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That's what it is.
But this is where like you have a conversation with them and you let your partner know. And honestly, like a lot of people were. So I went through a recent breakup not too long ago, right? And I was dating this girl that probably shouldn't have dated. Okay, right? And
I think we've all done that.
Yeah, and I was like, you know,
messy.
I was dating this girl that I probably shouldn't have dated. But one of the things, like, good girl, don't get me wrong, she was a good girl. But the thing is, we weren't in alignment. You feel me? And I feel like, especially in that place at that time, because I met her after I decided to get my friend, like, I'm gonna go down this path, and I was like, hey, like, this is my plan. Like, if you're part of it, you're part of it. If you're not, then I understand. We don't have to like continue it. You feel me? But I think one of the things that like is hard for people in relationships when they have specific goals,
for sure.
it's like, okay, yeah, I might have this goal, but I'm not really communicating with this with my partner, or it's not our goal. You feel me? So it's like, if you can make it our goal to where it's like, hey, we're going to be working towards these things. We got to dig ourselves out. We're going to like lock in and do our things together. Then she will understand, like, hey, when you have to tell her no for the $100 or the $200, it's unfortunately it's no. You feel me?
For
like,
sure. When y'all can lock in that way, like, you got to keep her there, because like, honestly, man, relationships and finances don't go together.
Right.
They just they don't.
It sucks, bro. Like, why is that the case? Like, I feel like,
yeah, I know what you're saying, because it's like, then it's like, yo, take her to dinner, we going to concerts, we doing this. Well, most of the time, man, when you by yourself, you be like, man, I go to Chipotle, give me a bowl, I'm straight. You know what I mean? So like I said, they just don't match. That's why I will say, like, anybody, like, get your finances first, then worry about dating after. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the solid advice that I can give you.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I think that, like, if you can make it to where it's both of your goals, like, hey, this is something that I think we need to do. You feel me? And really try to like sway her towards that. Then it's like, okay, then there's a little bit of understanding, because you could take it that route, or you could take it a route of being like, no, you feel me? Like, just, it's not happening. You feel me? Like, I can't do it anymore. But how at that point you're kind of putting your relationship on the line. But if you have the conversation and you communicate with your partner and say, hey, like, this is a space that I'm going into, like, I'm kind of doing this thing with or without you, then there's a mutual understanding that, like, hey, I have to reach this goal, and I can't allow you to like take me
derail
off
me in any type of way. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Again, like I said, relationships are tricky, bro. Relationships seep into like so much bullshit. There's so many conditions and shit like that. Listen, you really have to love a person, like, you deal with that shit. I know I sound crazy right now. Listen, I love my girl, love you, baby. Yeah. But relationships, it comes with a lot of conditions, you know? Yeah. Some shit that friendships don't come with. Like, I could be a piece of shit and my friends still love me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, relationships are tough. Relationships are tough. Truly. And the longer they go, the tougher they get.
Well, that concludes our Pocket Watcher segment.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm broke.
All right, guys. You guys get ready to get into A1's Rapid Fires news. But, you know, we still got to work on the name. We're still working on it, all right? But so our first,
I like A1's culture check.
We might do that next.
Okay,
we might do that.
It goes with
which one? What do you think?
It still needs a little workshop. I'm not gonna lie.
So neither.
I don't name none of my segments. For that exact reason.
All right. So A1's Rapid Fire News, A1's Culture Chat. Put in the comments what you guys think, and we'll pick. We'll go based off of that. All right. So first up, we got Trump is in the news again.
Of course he is.
So
this guy doesn't miss a week.
President Donald Trump unveiled the Patriot Games as a proposed national athletic competition for high school students as a part of the U.S. 250th anniversary celebrations in 2026. How it works is each state and territory would send one male and one female to compete in a multi-day event meant to showcase patriotism as athleticism. People are reacting negatively because many critics have said the setup felt unsettling, ominous, and eerily reminiscent of a fictional survival competitions rather than a normal school sports celebration. Social media users and competitors repeatedly compared the concept to the Hunger Games, focusing on the idea of selecting young people from each region to compete on a national stage. Democratic leaders and competitors mocked the announcement, arguing it sounded more like a spectacle than substance and distracted from real policy issues. The proposal quickly became meme material, and with users calling it strange and over the top and poorly thought out. Backers said that the criticism is exaggerated and that the event is simply meant to promote unity, competition, and national pride.
All right, you go first.
I feel like Trump fell asleep at the White House while watching Hunger Games. Woke up and this dude said, "Yo, I got a great idea." Like, come on, dog. Like, again, like it's way too reminiscent, man. We have real shit to deal with, and you wanna do fake Hunger Games, like,
bro, it's literally a soft launch into the real Hunger Games. I was thinking, like, it's gonna start off like chill and friendly. All right, it'd be like, all right, it'll be like sports competitions, right? Like nothing physical. Eventually it'll get into like they'll add boxing or like MMA to it, right? And then like a couple years into it, let's throw a knife in there.
Let's see what happens.
And if you win, your state gets some tax exemptions, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah, like,
shit gonna get crazy. The next thing you know, it's gonna be like, all right, the winner gets to control the power. What the fuck? It's going there. It's going there. It's going there.
Bro, I see no good coming out of this. Yo, as soon as you said territories, that's when I was fucked. Like, we're not even states. We're talking about territories. That's exactly how they did it in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that shit was tough, man. Nah, I can't get behind it. Listen, shout out to Trump. He always gives me something to talk about, but sometimes I feel like there's a 5-year-old kid in his mind, bro. It's just bouncing ideas back and forth, bro. Like,
I don't know. All right, next up we got Friday. So in recent news, Friday's server named Brittany Bell, working at the Atlanta airport, went viral for comforting a 2-year-old toddler having a meltdown while still serving customers.
Okay.
A customer posted a video showing Bell soothing the crying child, picking him up and giving him strawberries and cherries and keeping him calm while working. The company corporate team presented Bell with a novelty check for $500 as recognition for her kindness and service. Many on social media criticized the amount as too small, considering the viral attention her action brought to the brand. And critics felt the large national chain should have given more of a substantial reward. The toddler's mother started a GoFundMe that quickly exceeded $10,000 in donations, which is far more than the company's $500. People call the $500 reward insulting or disrespectful, given Bell positive representation of the company. And some people pointed out that the executives more than likely spent more on the travel to present the check than the amount of the reward itself.
They had to fly private.
Yeah, for sure.
Hashtags like Justice for Britney trended on as commentators urged for better corporation recognition.
I tell you what, Chili's would have cut you an easy band. That's that Friday's bullshit I be telling y'all about, right?
Yeah, shout outs to Chili's, man. Give me that band. I listen, bro. Like at the end of the day, like she could have got nothing for it, right? Like they could have just been like, oh, that was a great deed. The shit went viral, and they could have gave it nothing. At least they gave us something. There's no contract that says like for doing a great deed we got to pay you.
Yo, I don't disagree with you, right? But I think the standard that we have for companies is that they don't have to do anything, right? But in reality, she probably made them a good amount of money just for good publicity. If like, oh, this is how our staff operate, right?
Right.
So they probably made easy 100,000, like extra, like whatever, a little bump in their sales, right? Off that going viral,
sure.
Where it's like, yo, $500, and I bet you it was taxed.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yo, I always say
it went
it probably started as 3,000, ended up at 5.
Yo, I would say, yo, they should have given her a cool K.
I can see a cool K.
Band,
I can see a cool K, but you know what I mean? Like, look, they came together as a community and they raised $10,000, right?
But
I think they should be proud. I should think they should be proud of that.
But that's the mom doing that, right? Not Fridays itself.
For sure. Where the mom at? Like, can we have that conversation? Where the fuck was you at? Did somebody else had to console your child?
I mean, the mom was there. The mom was overwhelmed. That was the thing. The mother was sitting there.
How many kids did she have? If you got one and you overwhelmed,
bro,
shorty, the conditions at home.
You don't have no kids, right?
No.
Bro, sometimes it'd be a lot. Yeah, I was out with my kids yesterday at a restaurant, and one of my 4-year-old was on his shit.
Yeah. How many?
I needed a waitress to come and console me.
How many have?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that, like, for me, my personal thing, I think that this was an opportunity for them to truly kind of showcase to their employees, like, hey, we acknowledge good deeds. You feel me? And I feel like, the event in itself, like the acknowledgement is good, but sometimes no acknowledgement is better than like a poor acknowledgement. If you didn't acknowledge it, then you wouldn't have gotten the backlash, and people would have been like, damn, Chili should have done something, or Friday should have done something. Yeah. But unfortunately, like they didn't. But let's move on. Let's do this GoFundMe. But the fact that like you did something and it was just like half-assed, you feel me? That's kind of like your company giving you like a pizza party for like bringing in millions of dollars. You feel me? It's like truly.
And that's the standard I'm talking about.
Right.
Like we expect, like we have so like low standards for these companies that when they do something because we think they don't have to, we're happy about it. But we make you guys what you are.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
any company isn't anything without its workers, right? So when they go above and beyond, they should 100% be rewarded in the way you would like to, because you know these like CEOs give themselves like what $3 million bonuses every
absolutely,
year.
100%.
So you guys could afford $1,000. Like,
and I think that's why I think if they had continued it, I guarantee you their workers would have been working harder. You feel me? Their workers would have been considerate of like, making sure customer satisfaction would have been better.
Every time a company has an opportunity to do right by their employees, they choose not to.
All right, so I have a question. If they decide to like nut up and give them the $1,000, like, are we still saying, "Oh, great job"? Or are we saying that's it? Are we still doing that?
$1,000 I've been cool. $1,000 cool.
No, we're not us, but like the internet. Like, do you think the internet goes, oh man, okay, or do they go $1,000? Because I feel like it's a double-edged sword.
I do agree with you. I think that like
so what amount makes the internet happy?
Huh?
What amount makes the internet happy?
They should have made it a millionaire. That would have made the internet happy, bro. Let's be real. That would have made the internet happy.
Okay.
I think 5K would have been appropriate. I think 10K would have been like, okay, this is acceptable. And I think 20K would have been like, this is the
20K would have pissed the internet off.
That's tough.
20 it would have worked out. The 20K would be like, man, what the fuck y'all doing?
Not for giving them cherries.
I think 1,000 would have been like a happy medium. Some people still would have been pissed.
I think a large majority would still be pissed.
I think it would have been like a 60-40. 60 pissed, 40 okay, that's cool. 5, I think no one would have said shit.
I don't think so, bro.
I think 5 would have been cool. 5 would have been cool.
Bro,
I think people look at it like amount of money that would change their lives personally. And I think most people, if you got 5 bands, that would kind of change your year.
I think, bro, kind of like you were saying, he was like, man, the amount of sales they made. I think a lot of people think like that. So I feel like it would have been like, man, 5 bands, like there's millions of dollars going through that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can ever win. I don't think you can ever win. I think, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. You do something nice, like you're going to get criticized. You don't do it, you're going to get criticized. Like I said, look.
I think we all agree the 500 though is just
no, definitely I feel like the 500 you could up to a band. I think a band would have been perfect. Like in my mind it would have been perfect. You know what? But also I come from a place where it's just like I've never had anybody do anything for me. So it's like when I get something I'm like, cool. Okay. You know what I mean? Like so listen, all love to her. I appreciate what you did because, listen, her mom was obviously not doing what she was supposed to do.
This guy's the only person I heard shading the mom. Everybody's been anti-Fridays. He decided to take on anti-mom stance. All right, next up we got
call DCF.
We got a little bit in sports media now. So we had a major fight happen. Actually, 2 major fights happened, right?
Yes, we did.
So we have Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua.
Fire.
Took place November 19th, 2025 in Miami. It was billed as a huge heavyweight boxing match. Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, fought former 2-time world champion Anthony Joshua. Joshua won by the 6th round knockout, knocking Paul down multiple times. Paul suffered a broken jaw in 2 places and underwent surgery and is temporarily unable to eat solid food. Reaction online saw many calling it a major moment in the influencer boxing, with some praising Paul's toughness despite the loss. Next up, we also had Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate and Chase Demore ended up fighting on December 20th, 2025 under the Misfits boxing banner. He fought Chase Demore and a reality TV star, reigning Misfits heavyweight champion. Demore won by the majority decision, and 2 judges scored in Demore and one scored as a draw. The fight was criticized as poor quality, and Tate approved a slower and less effective in the ring. Online reaction treated both the Paul's loss and Tate's defeat as a symbolic shift of influencer boxing culture, with many fans expressing amusement or relief at the outcomes.
Okay.
Fair.
All right, let's tackle the Paul one first.
Yeah, that's the bigger one. Right. Listen, all respect to Jake Paul. Listen, I've been a big fan of Jake Paul, right? Because I mean, a lot of people hate him, but it's just like, bro, he's done what he's needed to do, right? He gets you upset. He rage baits you. You know, you go watch his fights because you want to see him get knocked out. He makes millions of dollars. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
The fact that a guy who just picked up boxing gloves maybe like 5-6 years ago is able to hold his own against a fucking guy who was a heavyweight champion
2 times.
Again, right. And somebody who's obviously way bigger than him. Like, you got to give him his respect for that.
Yeah, bro. I was impressed. He made. I had him down to round 2. Like I
didn't think he was gonna win, but you know what? I'm like, yo, listen. Like, the fact that he's holding his own, like, fire. You know what I mean? Like, it shows a testament to the fact that he's actually putting in the work.
Facts. And I do wonder though, what his next move is going forward now, because it's like, yo, this is his like first ass whooping. He lost another fight to another boxer before. I think it was another UK
the other
boxer.
Fury guy. The other Fury, yeah. So, the younger brother.
So anytime he fights an actual boxer, he loses.
Yeah.
But I wonder moving forward, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna keep doing it, or is this his retirement? Because
why would he stop?
Because now he's actually got hurt. Like a broken jaw is nothing like.
Hey, if the money keep coming in,
I think
don't
he
stop.
lost some teeth as well.
Oh,
get him replaced.
I mean, bro, that was a solid cross. Like direct contact, man.
Listen, if you could tell me I hop in the ring every year with Floyd Mayweather and make $100 million, I'll do it every year.
Nah, Floyd.
Every year.
You can't. Floyd.
Bro, put me in there with Donkey Kong. I don't care. Every year, make $100 million. I'll go in there and take the ass whooping.
Would you fight the guy that Jake Paul just fought for $1 million?
Yes.
He's gonna kill you. You're not gonna see that money.
Bro, I think for 100 mil.
Listen, I will do it every single time. You could do $1 million. You could do $1 million. You tell me $1 million every year.
Bro,
hop in the ring with him.
He will murder you.
100 million. I think
fine.
you got me for like the first maybe 2 or 3 years. I think after that, I'm like, all right, enough is enough.
Listen,
I can't keep sustaining
I'm
this.
going back every year, bro. Like, you know how much money that is?
You have a TBI by the second year.
It's all good. It's all right. I'm telling you. Women don't even care about what you look like. They just care about your bank account.
But back to what you said, yo. Honestly, I fucking like what he does, yo. I like because he is the definition of a content creator by all means, bro. 100. Like to scale. This guy started on fucking Vine. To scale up to fighting professional and heavyweight champions is insane. And to hold your own,
let's be real. He's beating some big names, right?
So do you think this is
Woodley,
good for boxing or bad for boxing?
Bro,
I think it's actually a bad look for boxing.
I don't think it's a bad look for boxing because people start to like watch it more. You know what I mean? Like, yes, they're watching for Jake because of his antics or whatever, but it puts some sort of spotlight on the promotion.
No, I think it highlights the promotion. I think it kind of is a bad look for the skill in boxing because, like you said, this guy picked it up, like 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, for sure.
From what we know, maybe he boxed when he was younger. But like for someone that's relatively new to boxing, to hold his own.
He was a wrestler.
Okay, whatever. Yes. To hold his own against a professional, I don't know, man. Because it's like, yo, what does it mean? Is he just a natural? Or is this something that like anyone that like you just picks up like, all right, maybe you like, all right, yo, even put fighters.
Even this fat guy over here.
I didn't say all that. That's your insecurity.
He's like, you didn't say, but you thought it.
That's his insecurities coming out. We'll address that in a later. You get my point, right? Like where it says like, yo, can anyone just like pick up boxing gloves and go against professionals and hold their own?
But again, no, like 100% not. But you got to understand, like I said, I do think he has an innate talent for it.
Okay.
Because him and his brother both picked it up and his brother's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do think he had a talent for this. I feel like if he would have done this as a child, he probably would have been like
a pro.
Yeah, he probably would have been a pro. Unfortunately, that's not the way shit went. So we'll never know.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, with boxing is concerned, listen, you make fights off of popularity, right? So at the end of the day, the most popular guys get the most money. They get the most fights. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Do you consider the boxers or any of these ex-fighters that fight the Paul brothers like sellouts?
No, they're trying to get paid because at the end of the day, they don't get paid when they're fighting real fighters. Yeah. So it's like, I'd rather go in there and fight this YouTuber and make the bag than fight this guy who's like 13-0, who's going to knock my fucking block off. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, bro, we're all out here trying to get the chicken, right?
I mean, bro, that's this another fight that happened over this weekend was Anderson Silva. I think he's like
Tyron Woodley. Yeah, I saw that.
50.
Yeah, dropped him.
But like, yo, it's like, what are you doing fighting at 50 years old, man? Yeah, bro, it's like
because he needs it.
Yo, because they don't get paid, yo. Like a lot of these MMA fighters or pro boxers really don't get paid unless they're like really headliners. So it's crazy that you got to be 50 years old still fighting. Bro, you can fucking die.
Check this, right? Like you look at guys like what's his name? Conor McGregor, right? Yeah. He hasn't stepped back in the ring. He doesn't need to. He makes more money outside the ring than he does. Khabib, he got his wins, whatever he did. He stepped out and makes more money out there. So it's like, why put myself in that situation when I make way more money doing entertainment than hopping in that ring and getting my block knocked off for $20,000? What am I doing?
Who's that black fighter that started streaming?
I don't know which.
Rampage.
Yeah, so he said himself that he made more money streaming than he's made throughout his entire career.
He's been fucking wilding.
He has been, but he's always been a wild boy. Yeah. We just never seen it up close.
He said he's made more money streaming than he has made it during his entire career.
I believe it.
What was we'll spin black on Andrew Tate's fight? Like what? Because he's a self-proclaimed billionaire. Like what did he gain from this fight?
I think when you're at that level, I think you gain just like you always want to stay in the people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get a certain amount of like notoriety, you're a streamer, you're a rapper or whatever, you always want to just be touching the culture little by little so people kind of just like remember you type shit. You know what I mean? Because if you just like disappear off the face of the earth, you know what I mean? Like you start to lose a lot of that like I don't even know how to call it, notoriety or the people following you. You lose that shit. So you always got to touch the grass a little bit.
And he also sells he also has like a program as well. They try a masculine program where he tries to make beta men
I think I see something
become
like
more masculine.
Yo, do you think he loses customers or the appeal that he has to like that manosphere, red pill content space by losing this fight? Because a lot of people see him as like this ultra masculine guy because he was an actual fighter before he became a YouTuber or whatever, right? But do you think this is a bad look as far as like the manosphere and his fans? Because now he lost the fight.
I think it's really dependent on how you look at it. I think a lot of these guys that go into it tend to be more of the Kool-Aid drinkers in a sense. Right. So they tend to just be like the cult followers. They're going to just like ride with this guy no matter what. Okay. I think like you have the people that are on the edge that maybe like chime into it a little bit, can like kind of see through the bullshit and maybe not follow through with it. But I think his core fan base, they're going to still ride with him. And like, you can already hear based off of like his post-fight conversations is pretty much, you know, he's a 40-year-old fighter. He hasn't done it for years. And you know, he's not as young as he was. So
he fought somebody significantly younger than him.
Right. So he's saying that like, you know, he's attributing his loss to it being these reasons, you know. But on the flip side, if he had won, he wouldn't have used any of these complaints.
No, he wouldn't.
So it's like
wouldn't.
I think the way I look at it as like, you know, his core followers are still gonna rock with him.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. So next up we got some things within, I guess, in the more of like the podcasting space a little bit, right? All right. So we got Ebro in the morning.
Fuck Ebro.
Ebro in the morning. The long-running Hot 93 or Hot 97 morning radio show hosted by Ebro Darden with the co-host Peter Rosenberg and Laura Stiles officially ended after 13 years, 2012 to 2025. The show finally broadcast. The show final broadcast aired on December 12th, 2025, and Ebro confirmed on social media simply, "It's done, more to come." The station did not publicly give a detailed explanation for the canceling of the show. Ebro suggests the decision was made to corporate concerns about his outspoken political commentary, includes the progressive views and criticism of government and international issues. The end of the sparked mixed reactions. The end of the show sparked mixed reactions. Some laminated the loss as influential hip hop voice on the radio, while others pointed out that Ebro's polarized style and past disputes with artists and media figures contributed to the controversy around the exit. The cancellation also came amid the broader radio programming changes on Hot 97 and NYC Urban Radio, with shifts in lineup and departures of other veteran hosts.
Damn. You wanna go first? I got a lot to say about this.
You know what? We'll open up the floor, but I will say this. I will say this and we'll open the floor. I will say, look, Ebro, I've never been a fan of Ebro. Okay. I've never been a fan of him. I don't feel like he ever had what was good for the culture at a high priority. I feel like just watching him, he's always felt like if he doesn't like it, then it doesn't make it to the next level.
Absolutely.
And
right.
I don't like that, because anything that we've, you know, like podcasts, music, like we don't want to be gatekeep because somebody says, I don't necessarily appreciate you. Yeah. Right. Like I feel like, hey, put my shit out there. If people rock with it, then it should be what y'all playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've always felt like he's just had a complex, and he's just like, if it's not what I like, then it's not going up.
So here's the thing. Like, I was a fan of him very early on. Like, I want to say like around like his earlier stages and I guess getting into this space. But for me, the earlier stages of his show. But I found like after a while, I did start to see, and honestly, the biggest one that I think left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, including mine, was the Uzi Vert video.
For sure.
Like that was the one where it was like, damn, like you're kind of just like raining down on his parade, and then like we've seen on the back end of it how he completely showed Ebro wrong. And then on the outside of that too, like what he did to Kodak Black as well was completely disrespectful. So then, and actually, it's funny because me and you were having conversations like over the past like month or so, and I was like, yo, Ebro has been really getting under my skin because I think
this is before he got fired.
Right, some surfaces under my some video had surfaced about, I don't remember the rapper's name, but he was like a local rap artist from New York.
I saw that video.
Right, and
I think Astro Kid.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. And he was saying that, I just want you to play my music on the radio, and Ebro was like, no, like you guys are looking for handouts or whatever. But then we see on the back end that people are speculating that Ebro and his team were the ones that was mainly receiving handouts. Like Absolutely. You guys weren't putting in the work and then still expecting to be paid for the work that you're not doing, know? And I think 100%. To me, it's like he does always come off as like this elitist OG hip hop. And if it doesn't have this specific sound, then it's not what rap is, know?
Right.
And it's like
he became an old man, and he didn't evolve with the music,
exactly.
even though he's responsible for playing music.
Absolutely.
Well, it's like when you see like a 50-year-old dude, like, this isn't real rap,
right.
And that's what he just became.
And
that's
what he felt like.
And if it wasn't like the music that he liked, he just said, I don't fuck with it,
right?
And nobody else should fuck with it.
Right.
I do want to spin back on what you said, or what his statement was. Like, they fired me because of my political views and what I said, which I think is complete bullshit.
Right.
I think the reason he got fired at the end of the day is, and it always is when it comes to these companies, is, are you making us money?
Right.
Production.
And he's not,
right,
bro. And the shout out to Academics for pointing this out. If you go on the Hot 97's YouTube page, they have about 3.9 million subscribers. You look through the videos, they're barely cracking 1,000 to 2,000 views per video, right? Now you compare it to their competitor, The Breakfast Club, which puts out fucking bangers. And I don't even like them, but I still watch them, right? Because they're always getting interesting guests. They're always going viral. And then you compare it to Ebro and they're fucking lackeys. Because that's and that's the thing about their the Hot 97. You just really had Ebro and these two fucking idiots that just laughed at anything, co-signed everything
Literally.
he said. They never combated him. They never checked him. Or at least in the Breakfast Club, when Charlamagne's going off the fucking rails,
somebody would say something, and it's like, and the same thing. And the funny thing is, it was one time where he even taught the girl that's on the show. I guess he was saying something to the kid. She started saying something to the kid, and he pretty much told the girl to shut up. Like pretty much like let me deal with it. And it's like, I feel like you come from this standpoint of like your voice and your opinions are all that matters.
Right.
And it's like you can't operate like that. You feel me? You have to operate in a space to where, okay, we're gonna have opposing opinions. Okay, we're gonna have, I may not like your content, but it may be some value there, and you have to be able to respect that and move on from it. Because I think right now we're in a space of like, okay, the world just doesn't, clearly, if you're getting 1,000 views and with such a big platform, clearly the world doesn't respect your decision, So pretty much like we're choosing with our watch time, So it's like, clearly this isn't what we want to see, and your antics isn't what is like capturing our attention at this point. You know
what really pissed me off about Ebro before he got fired is a month or two ago, right? They had Wale on their platform. And Wale called them out on the Uzi Vert thing. He's like, yo, I don't really like what you did about, whatever.
He got defensive,
and Ebro stood on it. And it's like, bro.
Well, he's not a rock star.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He just kept making like new metrics of like why he's right. Well, he's not selling out stadiums. He's not selling out whatever $1 million tours.
A lot of people selling out stadiums.
That's what I'm saying. But instead of just owning up to, what, I made a bad call. You know what, I was wrong. He stood on it, bro. That's when I know, okay, this guy's fucking cooked. Right, yo, you can't own up to something that you publicly said and you've been like viral for like whatever 8 years now. And you find, and I shout out to Wale for actually calling him out.
Right. For sure.
But like, this is what your lame ass does, yo. And I know I think he's still got a show at Apple.
He's still on Apple. I don't see how long that's gonna last for either. I mean, again, like, listen, I do have Apple Music, but like, let's be real. Apple Music is like the silly cousin of fucking Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it is.
I like
like,
Apple Music.
I have it too. That's what I have. But at the end of the day, like, whenever people talk about like numbers and reporting stuff, they go to Spotify. They don't go to Apple Music. You know what I mean?
Which is crazy because I never understood that, because Spotify's numbers could be fluffed, whereas Apple's can't be.
Well, they don't show.
But the thing is, Apple numbers, you need a specific account, which is why, like, well, possibly on why people don't really use their numbers because they can't show them, you know?
Right,
but like, I think with the Spotify, a lot of people were discrediting, especially what I found out around like the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing is that you can bot Spotify, but you can't bot Apple Music.
Right.
So, but
speaking, actually, one more thing on this. What do you guys think about Drake dropping the axe emoji?
Oh, I loved
when
it.
he got
I
fired?
loved it, man. I loved
absolutely. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, you can't have an opinion about people and not expect people to have an opinion about you.
Absolutely.
You feel me? It's like, you're upset, and Rosenberg is like, this is it's hard for me to support you or to back anything that you do or whatever, something along those lines that he said. And it's like,
you know what I really hated about that statement he made on Twitter was, I don't like the way he kind of called him Jewish. It was like a weird interaction. Like my Jewish brother. It was almost like he was trying to play him for being like half Jewish. It was a weird, like, that wasn't necessary.
But everybody up there is pretty much Jewish,
because it's like, well, you're fully Jewish,
right?
But then like, it's essentially you're calling it, like, because you know the thing with Drake is like, you're not part of our culture because you're Canadian, half Jewish, whatever. But it's like, you're full Jew. Like, Ebro's half Jewish as well. You're full Jewish. It's like, that was a weird statement to include. But I 100% fucking love that Drake is this petty.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be.
Ebro fucking called this guy a cancer to the culture. Like, what do you think Drake was gonna do when he heard the news? Like,
absolutely.
And I hate that fucking people move the fucking goalposts for Drake. Well, like, this is petty of Drake. You know, it's not the same. It was their job to report on hip hop. Dude, when the beef was going on, they were doing more than just reporting on hip hop and the fucking beef. They were going. Drake never had a chance.
Even beyond
the media was against him 100%.
No, I'm saying, but them specifically, they fucking
they hate him. They hate him.
I do think it's corny that, I think it was Ebro or Rosenberg, one of them dropped like an actual text that they had between Drake.
It's
like, bro,
bro, you're a loser. Yeah, you're a loser. Like, listen, I think who says it? Charlamagne the God says it. It's like, listen, like, you're allowed to say whatever you want, but also understand that person is also allowed to have their own opinion about you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, which is a great segue. So Charlamagne the God has a multi-year contract extension with iHeartRadio. The deal reportedly is worth $200 million over the next 5 years, and he'll include co-hosts of The Breakfast Club. He'll lead and expand the Black Effect podcast under iHeart Media umbrella. Charlamagne has said he wants to go beyond just talent and aiming to build his podcast network in a major player way. Kind of in the liking of BET for podcasting. The contract solidifies his long-term relationship with iHeartMedia and positions him as a major figure in both radio and podcasting. So one of the things I would like to address is a lot of people is maybe under the impression that this is $200 million directly for his personal income, but it's $200 million towards his podcasting network
production.
Yeah.
Can we applaud Charlamagne's fucking rebranding?
Right.
Like, yo, from this guy to go from what he was from sniffing fucking chairs after women got up to getting $200 million as a deal. Yo,
it's crazy, bro.
Hey, the early years ain't always easy.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a Charlamagne fan. I'm a Charlamagne fan. I'm not a fan of the Breakfast Club.
You're not a fan. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay, go ahead.
No, bro. No one's a Charlamagne fan, but we can't help but watch him because he's so captivating. He's so entertaining. He knows how to go viral. He knows how to get views. And that's why he's getting these fucking deals. And that's why those losers in the other station aren't.
Right.
One thing I have always appreciated about Charlamagne, he's not afraid to call people out. And I feel like he doesn't. I feel like on one side he does. He does play the political stance on on his opinions towards like women and I think the black culture. That I don't agree with, right? But I think he does call people out specifically. If he doesn't like you, he's not afraid to say it to your face that he doesn't agree with you. He doesn't like you. And I do like that.
He is a little softer, a little more gentler with certain guests of a certain shade.
Right.
I'll say that.
I mean, I think that's to be expected. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you got a show and you want them on your show, you kind of have to tone it back some.
Like he doesn't give the Dame Dash treatment to a lot of people.
No, you know, and I think it's one of those things where
he knows who he can play with.
People are trying to compare him to like being a Jay-Z-ish kind of person, where it's like, you know, I want to be this person that is kind of like the gatekeeper towards like podcasting and media and all of that. And I have to make sure that I'm on the side of like what Black people and what Black America wants to hear. So it seems like he tends to cater to the Black American culture and Black women a lot. And even in one of his most recent fights, he ended up arguing with another internet personality. I forgot her name, but Amanda Seales. He ended up arguing with her.
She's always in some shit.
Right. Amanda Seales, he ended up getting into it with her, and people were surprised that them two clash. But, you know, one of the things that, like I said, I am surprised at this deal. I thought that this deal specifically would have been, with him saying, like, you never know, I don't know if you saw, he was like, you never know, this may be the end of us too, you know, like, because I guess they take a break from, like, a 3-week break or something, like, around the Christmas time or whatever. And I was like, if they don't renew this is kind of solidifying the fact that like radio is dead.
Radio's been dead for a while.
So
I think so.
It's been dead, but I will give props to the Breakfast Club, man. I feel like they've transitioned well. I think they've added people onto their show to make it a little more palatable to different ages.
Because I feel like they didn't take the route of like, oh, like we're the radio station and we're gonna. They went out, like I said, like Charlamagne does a podcast. Like these people, like they work with, they bring in like a lot of these internet guys. You know what I mean? Like I think that they really like, how do I say this, man? I feel like they really like are in the culture.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like 97 was kind of like, no, we are the culture, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of like go in there and they're like, yo, we're okay with talking to this person. We're okay with being part of this. You know what I mean? And I think that endears them to a lot of people. And like the internet stuff, they do pretty well, right? Because they know what gets the hits. They know what gets people talking. Like,
bro, like here's a perfect example of how into the culture the Breakfast Club is. They just had on these podcasts. It's called I think Eggs and Grits podcast on the Breakfast Club, right? Yep. And it's kind of like a niche podcast still. Like they're growing pretty rapidly. I'm pretty sure you've seen like them go viral on TikTok, but for them to have the foresight to be like, you know what, let's do this interview now
these guys on
before they're big as fuck, which I feel like 97 would have never did.
No, they didn't. I feel like when they used to bring internet people on, they used to just bring them up to bash them.
Yeah.
Like they would just sit there and just like straight bash them. And I remember like even like you said with academics, you know what I mean? Like he talks about how like they bashed the fact that he had a YouTube platform. And it's just like I said, like they just seem to understand what the culture is. And I feel like with anybody in any culture, like you don't control the culture. You see what the landscape is
adapt.
And you adapt. Yeah.
That's a great point. All right, lastly, we have 21 Savage kind of sparked a trend recently. Called out to fuck the streets up here. So 21 Savage, widely credited for starting the phrase on social media. He and others clarified that it means kind of rejecting the hype that surrounds street credibility. So rappers like Young Thug, Gunna, and G Herbo have been kind of like chimed in on social media and said that they're also behind this movement, pretty much making a statement saying fuck the streets. It was accredited on Academics has been the highlight of the trend and reaction to the videos and the live streams, as most artists post the phrase to discuss the street culture in rejection. Commentators debate whether it's a real cultural shift away from glorifying the violence in the streets or just a social media meme, with other fans wanting rappers to clarify what they actually mean behind it.
Yeah, I want some more clarification. Like, look, I understand where they're coming from. They're just like, leave that shit. But it's like, that was such an essential part of you being you in the beginning. And like, you were okay with it before. And there was a lot of, there was a big fight over it when Gunna snitched and all this other shit. So it's like, bro, you need to clarify this shit because we all confused, right? Because Gunna snitched, but Young Thug didn't, right? Like, what's it called? This guy 6ix9ine is a rat, But then we got other people like Woody who's not a rat. You know, like what are we doing here? Like we need some clarification, and I feel like he's trying to tiptoe around it because he's got certain friends he's trying to protect, which I'm a 21 fan. I fuck with the music. The music is fire. But I just don't like the like, oh, you know, we got to make it work because they're trying to protect Young Thug.
I think it's that. I also think it's growth, man. I think as you get older and you start getting more mature and you realize like certain things are just foolish.
Mm-hmm. I
think that's where they're at in their you know, their life stage where it's like, yo, yeah, that street shit is dumb. Like, look what it's gotten us. Like, you know, a lot of us just came out of fucking jail, or we're getting killed, or we're gonna go to jail. Some of us are still on probation. I like it, man, especially for artists that have such an influence on the young kids.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids like look up these rappers, yo, that street shit lit. Bet I'm out here too.
So I like it too, Easy. But my question is like, would this even be a conversation if Young Thug wasn't at the center?
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's almost like a hypocritical conversation where it's like, oh, because my dog is in the center of this, like now we're gonna start a movement. Now we gonna do, bro. Young Thug, just piece it out with Gunna, call it a day, and we can all get back to, you know,
back to that street shit.
Yeah, I mean, so because that's what they want to do. Listen, in about a year or so, when everything has blown over, they're gonna be on the same type of time, bro.
Which is ironic because Thug said he could never forgive Gunna behind it. But I don't know. Do you guys think that this is actually gonna be a movement where people are gonna be like, okay, the street shit is dead, let's move on to where
I think as a society, I think we are slowly getting away from the street shit in general.
Okay.
I think this helps. I don't know if it's an actual movement that's going to stick as far as the rappers doing it.
Right.
I think as a society, I think people are just waking up and just realizing like, yo, this is stupid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just like, we're literally going to prison for life for nothing.
I think it's like one of those things in the back of the mind. It's been in the back of our minds for a while. But I think when we have people like, unfortunately, I hate to say their names in a positive way, but Fresh and Fit, when we have people like Myron Gaines calling out the stupidity that happens within Black culture. My favorite person, we have Charleston White that calls out like, you know, the stupidity within Black culture. We're starting to see with these people having like a major following and, you know, a major voice behind it, you really start to see like, damn, this really is dumb. You know, like this is a really dumb thing for us to be really glorifying it, and then we're complaining about when it happens locally to us. You feel me? Like when somebody that we know personally passes away, or somebody like we know somebody locally that passes away, we're crying, but then we know somebody locally that killed the person, we're saying freedom. And it's like we can't what side of the coin are we going to be on?
I mean, I don't disagree with you that the start of the movement is probably hypocritical.
For sure.
But I think the end result is good. If it sticks.
Again, we got to see if that end result will stick, which I don't think it will. Because I feel like hip hop always goes through this like kind of like space where they try to push positivity. And then it's like, all right, bring in the drill music. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we just killed Tupac and Biggie. Let's go a couple years and we chilling. All right, man, now let's run down on these ops.
Maybe, that's also part of it. Because like drill music's dying out. Rap is kind of like just going through like a low period right now. Maybe that's like the next wave. Positivity.
Like I said, what was it? It was them, and then we got into like the Kanye era where things were a little bit more chill, things were a little bit more about the music, and then we slowly got back into like run. We got the Lil Durks, we got the
once
the King
Chief
Vines.
Keef came out, it was up.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there will always be a certain part of hip hop that's gonna be like, yeah, we need that real shit. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like the reason why hip hop is declining is because people are starting to wanting to drift away from the street culture?
I think that's my point.
I think that is part of it, because hip hop is so ingrained in street culture, right? Like that's where it was created. So I do think that that's part of it. But also I think like hip hop in itself, like we starting to see a lot of hip hop artists doing a lot more than just hip hop music.
They're becoming streamers.
Yeah, they're becoming streamers. Like a lot of them are doing pop music. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, like for Not Like Us, like Kendrick won like #1 pop star, best pop star of the year for Not Like Us. I'm just like, I didn't understand that. I was just like, how does that make sense?
It's popular. It's popular
I feel
music.
like it's moving into the culture, and then it's just like they're starting to slowly move into like these other avenues where I think that their outreach is bigger. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of it too.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's talk some music.
Let's talk it.
Shout out to the music.
What y'all been listening to lately?
Lately is the 21 album. It's just pretty fire. Yeah.
Word?
Yeah. Have you got a chance to listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your favorite songs on there?
I don't quite have a favorite. I've only done one like full listen. So I don't know. I'm still kind of like feeling it out. As of right now, like I can't give it a fair rating. Like obviously, I think the Drake feature sticks out. To me.
the recoup is definitely. I think it's up there. Okay.
People are saying it's like terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a video of like a guy saying that I didn't listen to the album by the way, but or the song, but I did hear a guy saying that hey, people that are fans of this songs are kind of like just like blinded by Drake. They're saying that pretty much like if you like this song, anything that Drake puts out, you're okay with, and he's a Drake fan and he thinks this song is horrible.
I mean, everybody has their own opinion. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I think it's, honestly, bro, I think it's one of the better songs on there. I don't think it's the best song on there, but I think it's one of the better ones.
It's a different beat and it's a different flow.
I think that's why I like it so much.
That's what I'm saying. I could see why people would. It's not your like usual Drake and 21 Savage.
Yeah, for sure.
You know who I really like on the album though, and I like her a lot, is Lotto.
Ooh,
I love Lotto.
Yeah,
I feel like she just be spazzing.
Talk about celebrity crush.
Oh, you talking about her rapping? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush Lotto, bro.
Yeah,
and also like her rap quality is always good. Yeah. Her songs are good.
I always like her in the song. I feel like she always slides. Yeah. I think Lil Baby. I think I like that song with Lil Baby.
Man, Lil Baby for me is just it's been like usually, bro, like it's a hit or miss, and then usually it's a miss with him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like he must have like lost his talent or like he lost his ghostwriter. One of the two. I don't know which one. But yeah, it's just been pretty bad.
I think the hype around him went down because a lot of people started saying his music sounded the same, which is an argument that I understand because I don't like when people drop songs and it kind of sounds like the same song but on a different beat. But one of the things with him is like he started getting backlash about like his music and like, you know, I guess it sounded very similar. And ever since then, I feel like he kind of lost his notoriety a little bit, you know?
I feel nowadays, after one bad album, everything you did prior is gone.
Right.
You got to be consistent.
Which is crazy because My Turn was such a good album, bro. Yeah. But like, I don't know, like for me, like the rapping seemed to like, it dropped down a few levels. Like, I don't know, like if you guys are big Lil Baby fans, but like listening to the rest of this shit, I'm just like, what is this dog shit? Like, I can't even not listen. And all respect to him, but yeah, like you need to call that ghostwriter back. Tell him that you're sorry. He used to, I don't know.
He used to flow a lot better on his music.
That's right. Like it was better. There was more like he's trying diversity, like
different type of rap, and it's just not.
I think people are saying that his rap is sounding the same, so he's probably trying different.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just do what you keep. That works. Don't listen to these people. Right. But I got a little game here for you, okay? It's called Best Rap Album of 2025. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna name some albums for you, and then whichever out of the two moves on to the next one, okay?
Okay, what we got?
All right, first we got Playboi Carti Music versus Clips Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Okay. Clips Let God Sort 'Em Out versus Central C Can't Rush Greatness.
I gotta say Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Okay. Do you like the UK rap?
Not a big fan of it, but I do like Central C.
Okay. All right. So next we got Clips against Cardi B. I Am the Drama.
Ooh. Oh man, I would have to say. I think I gotta give it to Cardi B.
Really?
I think I gotta give it to Cardi B. I gotta give it to Cardi B.
You just lost a lot of people.
Listen, man, Cardi is like, you can say what you want, but she is one of the top like rappers for females ever. Like it's not even like it's like ever.
Okay.
Do you think that the whole ghostwriting thing works for her?
What do you mean?
People don't give a shit. I don't know what it is.
I'll be honest with you, A1. I don't care about the whole ghostwriting conversation because I feel like it's such a dead conversation where it's like, bro, everyone has a ghostwriter. Yeah. Everyone. And at this point, it's like, I don't care if you have one. Just put out good shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Literally, yeah.
Like,
make sure you get the best ghost.
Yeah, like get the best ghost, bro.
All right. So we got Cardi B versus JID. God Does Like Ugly.
I think that's easy.
I feel bad because I haven't heard the album. So, man, I gotta go with Cardi just because I haven't heard it.
All right. Cardi B versus Tyler the Creator. Don't Tap the Glass.
Y'all might kill me, but I'm not a huge Tyler the Creator fan, so I gotta go Cardi.
People. Yeah. All right, so Cardi's up still. All right. Yeah. Cardi B versus Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2.
Damn, I really like Freddie Gibbs. Not gonna lie.
That was a good album.
It
decent.
was, but I still gotta give it to Cardi. I think
Okay.
she cracked on that shit.
Cardi B versus Gunna, the last one.
Nah, I gotta go Gunna. That
was easy.
I gotta go Gunna.
Rats won.
Damn straight.
Rats are up.
Okay. All right.
Shit,
Gunna,
wait till 6ix9ine drop album. That's it.
Gunna versus Offset's Kyrie.
Gunna.
Okay. Gunna versus Young Thug. UI
Gunna.
Not even close.
Get that Young Thug shit out of here.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That shit was
Alright.
bad.
Gunna versus Lil Wayne, the Carter 6.
Carter 6 was bad, bro. Like, I'm a big like Lil Wayne fan. Like, I still remember listening to all the mixtapes and like all that shit. But no, this was bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was bad.
All right. Gunna versus 21 Savage. What happened to the streets?
That one's a close one because I really, really am liking the 21 shit right now.
Okay.
But I think I still gotta go Gunna right now.
All right. Last one. I think it's actually a tough one for me. Gunna's versus Wale. Everything is a lot.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard the Wale shit, so
Really?
I gotta go Gunna, yeah.
Damn, that's a good album, man.
Wow,
Sleeping on that one.
Hey, my Wale too worried about Kyson not knowing him. He gotta figure it out, bro. Like,
My guy
he
is
gotta
hurt.
figure it out, bro. Yeah, nah, I mean, so yeah.
So you think the best rap album of the year was Gunna's?
I think so, bro. With
Okay.
everything around it, right? With all the bullshit, with all the rat allegations, with everything he beat, and not only that, bro, the music is actually fire. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just that good. Like I feel like everyone who's dropped an album this year, like it's been lackluster, right? Like we got an album from Dirk, we got an album from Tory Lanez. I mean, who didn't we get an album from this year, bro? And it was all like here
Subpar.
and gone within like a week, right? It was so subpar.
Yeah.
Like musically, I think hip hop's been dead since the beef.
Okay.
Since the whole Drake and the whole Kendrick thing, like musically, I feel like it's been a drought. It's been bad. So like that's why like the Gunna album is like a highlight. Right now the 21 Savage album is like really a highlight. You know, like God Sort of Mine. I feel like those have been like highlights in this like really, really bad.
What do you think
situation.
about NBA YoungBoy?
You know what? I got a few songs that I like from him. I can't say that I'm fully locked in, but I will say that there are a few songs that I do enjoy. I maybe I gotta go in and listen to it more, but you know, I don't understand the full hype, just like I kind of don't understand the whole Playboy Cardi hype.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe I gotta go back and listen to it a little bit more, which you know, it's happened, man. I'll be honest with you. There's been some artists where maybe like I'll give them like a listen or two, and I'm like, and then I'll go back later and I'm just like, damn, there's some good shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I gotta listen to it again and see what's up.
What do you
Okay.
say for the state of hip hop right now?
The state of hip hop. I think we are in a low period, but we're having the same conversation at the pod like a week ago. And basically I said this, look, like the truth is that the best music that we've had in the last few years have come from the same 4 to 5 artists, right?
Yeah.
Future, Drake, Kendrick,
Cole.
right? Like those are the staples. Those are the guys who've been dropping like, you know, the best albums for the last 4 or 5 years, right? I think like hip hop needs to move into the future, and we need a set of new artists that are able to carry the torch. If we don't have new artists, then we're gonna be listening to Drake for another 20 years,
Yeah.
Kendrick for another 20 years.
I'm not opposed to Drake.
No, I'm not either. But it has to be a set of new artists.
Right.
We
No,
need
need
a new sound.
None of them are sticking for some reason.
We need a new sound, man. We need a new sound. Again, you're right. Like a lot of these guys are not sticking, but there's hope. There's a few guys that you look at and you're like, yo, like there's something there, right? Like Jid being one of those guys. And you're like, yo, there's something there, right? Like,
Well, I mean, not to a lot of older people, but NBA YoungBoy is that for a lot of
For
younger
them,
generation.
yeah, for sure,
That
for
is
sure.
like their guy.
yeah, 100%. So I mean, he's one of those guys too. Maybe he can carry the torch, like. But I feel like it needs to be a collection of guys. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like we've always had like.
We got Rod Wave. I think he's got a big following right now too.
So do you guys consider that rap? Or do you guys consider that more like R&B? Maybe like
Definitely not R&B.
Like what do you guys
Not
consider
that
that more
hybrid
rap?
rap. Yeah, I
Is
put it
that-
on the rap genre.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
Huh.
What do you think is the reason why these new artists aren't sticking?
I mean,
I think it's
I don't know.
easy-
Like maybe
lack of quality.
I don't know if it's necessarily that, or maybe it could be. Maybe it could just be the fact that we're just getting so much, and there's not enough of that. Like being like, there's not enough of a vetting process, right? There's not enough of like, okay, like let's really go through here and see who's really like popping, who's really not, who's really got some good shit, who really doesn't have some good shit. I feel like it's kind of just like open up the floodgates, let everybody in. And you know what I mean? Like at some point you kind of get overwhelmed, right?
You're starting to think
Like,
this. I'm along the same lines.
Yeah, like you start to go through like the new albums that are dropping and you're just like, who the fuck is this guy? Right? You know, so I think they really need to like hone in and like really like
I think it is also
in.
a lack of quality issue as well. I think with us letting the floodgates open, I think it allows just anybody to put out anything.
Y'all agree with Ebro? Gatekeep.
Nah, not gatekeep. But I think
that's it.
I think what it
That's
is.
what I'm hearing.
I think we have too many options right now. I think it's just too many people, too many options. There's no longer like a gatekeeping process. It's just like it's just
a long way to agree.
No, but
just
with
like,
Ebro, it's more like what I like versus like, okay, what do the people like? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the vetting process we need. Like, yo, like what do the people like? Like, what are y'all listening to?
Lately I've been a really big fan of Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, Boss Man D-Lo, oh man, Big X the Plug. I forgot about him.
Music.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, no, it's good, bro. It's good.
He dropped the album this year too.
He dropped like 2 albums. He dropped like 1 rap album. He dropped a country album. Shout outs to him, bro. He's been doing some big things, bro. Shout outs to him, bro. He's been killing this shit, bro. But yeah, I mean, who are your guys for like this year? Like who are your guys as far as like
this year? Unfortunately, I haven't really listened to too much new music. I'm a Drake fan through and through, so I've been just listening to him. That's been my Apple Music wrap up for the year. It's been just Drake. In terms of like a new artist and person that I gravitated to, I would say more so Boss Man D-Lo.
Okay,
would be one of them. Okay. I do want to like, you know, and honestly, this year has been more of like a female year for me. So I've been listening to like more female artists. So like the Mariah the Scientist, the Kalanis, like that. Those artists, for whatever reason, has been 2025 for me. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Mariah the Scientist. Yeah, my shorty like Mariah the Scientist. Oh yeah.
All cute girls like Mariah the Scientist.
I'm just like,
but as far as I got into Corday a lot this year.
Really?
Yeah, but he can rap, man.
I do believe he can rap. I do believe he can rap. Yeah.
I'm a late bloomer to his music. I really didn't pay attention to him for the first couple of years, and then he did a song with Lil Wayne, I think a year ago, and ever since that, I was like, oh shit. I was impressed, and I just kind of dove into his music a lot more this year.
Yeah, no, which you know what's crazy too? Like the only song that I really enjoyed, like now that we're speaking about it, like the only song that I enjoyed off of like the Lil Wayne album, the last one was actually horrible, was the one that he did with Big X the Plug. Did you guys get a chance to hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Like that was probably like the only song that I'm like, oh, that's enjoyable. Like I fuck with that. Like that's actually a dope ass song. Everything else was kind of whack, but yeah. I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance, bro, like Big X the Plug, like.
No, I'm bigger. I went to Dallas and like that's when I first discovered his music. Yeah,
fire. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Like lock in some dope shit.
Yo, but then we'll wrap it up on that, man. Thank you for coming on the pod, bro.
Appreciate
Any final words before
yo, listen, man. Go check out NHP No Handouts podcast. Right, we got a lot of great content over there. I would like to thank my host, Gin TV. I mean, you guys are already locked in with them, but yeah definitely. I appreciate the love, guys. We got to do this again over on our channel at some point.
For sure.
I'm going to hit you up. We're going to lock that in. And other than that, appreciate it.
This was a long one, bro.
Yeah, very long, very long, but
it was fun.
Still fun, entertaining,
for sure.
And enjoy it. So if you stayed this long, make sure y'all drop a like, hit that sub button, drop a comment. Could literally say anything. And make sure y'all go and check out their podcast because it's also dope.
Yes, sir.
And make sure to look out for us on their podcast. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Later.